One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Trojans will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. Got a little room. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David, and I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago, and this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So Troy's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
The Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Canes in the hurry-up. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. On the run, it's Pringle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The throw to the outside is complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's
got some space. And good blocking and space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And send the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Williams will pass. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
He breaks the tackle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami. They may have to give this guy a homestead exemption in the end zone. He spent so much time in there, and we're not even at halftime.
I lost count. I don't know if that's probably on your stat sheet in front of you, but goodness gracious. That's at least 3 that I can remember, so he's having a heck of a day.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Off play action. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from around the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Williams looking for a man. Under fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Pringle. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Hurricane!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
31, Troy, 0.
And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run it from the gun. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Breaks the tackle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Unloads it left. He makes the catch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Meadows. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Motion from the wide receiver. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Troy! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Number 5.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Creates a little room. Got the first down and more. Lots of running room. 10. Touchdown, Cade! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. He holds it and fires to the left. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Right down the gut of the field. Running inside the 20. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Walters. Touchdown, Troy! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running it and keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 12 to Oak.
Turning it on! They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Hurricanes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Troy, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They'll run it from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock it down at the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They're going to go right back to him on first down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different
throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pemberton. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Donald. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Looking at a 2nd and short now. He'll pull it on the read. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. Turns it on in midfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They're still firing away even with this lead. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.